The backbone of nations will always be individuals. A lot of people don't necessarily take the time to appreciate what does it take to be a great nation. The foundation of a nation will always be healthy families. And I'm saying healthy intentionally because without us understanding what it takes to actually make a nation that everybody can enjoy and appreciate, then we don't necessarily put in the work that is necessary or required into our very self. I'll give you a very simple example. How many times do you hear a person criticize a president, yet they ignore a neighbor who needs help down the road, or they ignore someone else when they could actually be in a position to help the person? It just goes to show that at times people want to think about problems that are out of their reach to solve, because then they don't have to do much, they just have to talk. And it's actually easy to point problems and to talk about them, but it's always good to remember that to be effective in building what we would like to build as individuals, as couples, as families, as societies, and as a nation, because the truth is, it's good to live in a nation that carries the same qualities or values or principles that you believe in. It'll always boil down to self, as much as that seems like a collective, because a lot of people think about themselves in terms of collective, and that is why when the government wants you to do something, they will say to you, you're missing out. Did you see what your neighbor is doing? If you don't do what your neighbor is doing, you're probably missing out. They don't want people to understand that whatever we're going to build is when we come with our different perspective and we put it on the table and it begins to matter, because then our difference actually comes together and creates a picture. They want you to carry an agenda, and so that agenda, in order for it to be carried out, it has to be rehearsed, it has to be repeated, it has to be put in institutions such as schools and higher institutions, it has to be broadcasted, it has to be on entertainment. When the devil comes for a generation, comes for a person whose God has given the mandate for a generation, the enemy doesn't necessarily attack you today because of what you did today. He's always going to attack you today for tomorrow. He's strategic like that. So if we want to win in life, we're not supposed to look at our lives in pieces like I'm just doing this today. We're supposed to be strategic and pray for God to give us an understanding and appreciation of a vision and foresight. Hence the Bible says that without faith it's impossible to actually please the Lord, because those who come to Him must believe that He is, and that He's the rewarder of those who are diligently seeking Him. There is an intentionality in how you ought to actually carry out your life in a way that you make sure you are intentionally contributing to those that are around you, so that they as well can contribute going forth.